We have had an amazing week talking about AI. We've talked about AI and its education bias and responsibility, who should be in charge of that, and you had a chance to vote for that. And there's still time to vote for that. So make sure you're following me on all of my social medias to make sure that you are casting your vote for that. And then we also talked about note taking in meetings and how AI can be effective for that. I like to have things read to me. I didn't realize this until I started my graduate courses. And so I felt that that was important to me because I retained the information. But I started getting very picky on how I wanted it read to me, the tone, how I wanted it read to me, the speed, how I wanted it read to me, what I needed to see on the screen, all of those things. This is a product that I definitely use that reads everything to me on the screen. I love it. I also can download it and do MP3s and all of those things. However, I like to switch it up and look at other books now and then because some textbooks don't have what I need as far as the audio accommodations that I am looking for, which is pretty sad. Hopefully everything will have it. And of course, I'm going to just call it like I see it. The browsers, especially Google Chrome, doesn't have the capability of the straight to read aloud text. Now, yes, there is definitely a extension that can do that, but for me, sometimes extensions can be a lot. It can be team too much. I don't want to have to get extensions. You can already see the extensions that are already on my screen right now, and I can know you can turn some of those things off, but it can be a lot. This is another book that I'm reading for my graduate class, and I use my extension that I used before, as you can see from my other program. There's an extension for that, which is fine. Have no problem with that. But the problem is that I'm using this extension on another platform, and unfortunately, it doesn't work. I have to be very crafty in my technology ed tech ways to do that, and that could be a lot, which I don't want to do. So that can be very frustrating, and I really do hate that. I really do wish, honestly, that that all accommodations can be put within the browser, so to speak. So that would be so helpful. I would love for that to happen, but unfortunately, it doesn't happen that way. Hopefully, everybody will be on board with this to where you can just go onto your browser. You don't have to get an extension, and you can just read right off of it. Read right off of it from the browser. Now, I say that because I know what some of you guys are going to say. There is a browser that does that, and of course, it is Microsoft. And I'm not trying to do a shameless plug here, but yes, it does do that. So let's switch on to that other screen so I can show you what that looks like. All right. So here we are here in the Microsoft browser. Okay, I bounce off 3,000 browsers. Okay. And one of the things that I like to do as far as my reading accommodations is, as you can see here, I change my screen from light to dark so I can read a little bit better. I don't like to have my eyes hurting that much with this browser, and I can use the AIs that are already provided for me. But I like this because I can take it a step further. Okay, so I can already go in and go to my three dots. I can go in and go to, I believe it's more tools, and I can go to read aloud, and then this part will pop up. But then taking it a step further, I can go into my voice options and I can decide how fast or slow I want it. Again, this is all in the same browser. But then I love the fact that I have all of these options of how I want somebody to read it to me. I'm very picky on the style and the type of person and the voice of how I want it to be read to me. I never thought that I would say that about myself, but I am. So I had to go through and kind of make kind of a little internal rubric for myself of how I want this read to me, how fast I want it read to me. The person that I chose to have my information or my textbook or my book read aloud to me is Stefan, whatever his name is. It's a Microsoft voice, very natural. He's from the United States, and I loved it. You can slow it down, speed it up, however you want to do it. Is totally up to you. But this is what I felt like would work for me. This is normal to me. I can sit here and listen to it. It's a nice normal pace. I can keep up with it, and this works for me. So at least for this book, I'm gonna have to go to this browser in order to listen to it. Now I still have my product that I purchased for the other ones, but so I can use that. I can download it and have MP3s from it, do whatever I need to do with it. But this is another alternative for me in case it doesn't work. So it's a nice, healthy alternative, a nice, healthy balance. So again, educators, as you're going back, think about how students or even yourself want to have material dictated to you, how people want to retain their information, because for me, this has been very helpful. So tell me what you think about this in the comments. How are you using tools like this in the classroom? This is another way of having AI help support you. This doesn't sound robotic. It's starting to get very natural. So again, I want to hear your comments, and take care, you guys. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you later.